let me show you how to make the best vanilla cake and how to use it in different applications. You want to start by preheating the oven to 320 degrees Fahrenheit or 160 degrees Celsius. Baking cakes at a slightly lower temperature that is commonly recommended avoids unwanted caramelization and hard bits of cake, so it yields a tender and softer vanilla cake. In a big bowl, whisk together flour, baking powder, and salt. Set the dry ingredients to the side and we're ready to make the cake batter. In a stand mixer using the paddle attachment or in a big bowl, such as this one, you're going to cream together the softened butter, oil, sugar, and vanilla extract. The butter adds flavor and the oil keeps the cake tender. There's a big misconception when it comes to making cakes. A lot of people think you need to cream the butter for a long time, but in reality, the more you cream the butter, the more air you incorporate and the more likely the cake will dome and crack. After many years of running bakeries, I found the sweet spot to be anywhere between 30 seconds to 1 minute. Add the eggs one at a time, and you want to mix until each egg is fully incorporated. Again, this shouldn't take more than 10 seconds per egg. The reason we add one egg at a time is to avoid the mixture splitting. Give the bowl a scrape. Get the sides and get the bottom. Add the dry ingredients, the yogurt, and milk. You want to mix these ingredients until there's no more visible spots of flour. You don't want to overmix, but we are aiming for a smooth batter, so mix until smooth. As soon as you don't see any more lumps, the batter is ready. Scrape the bottom and the sides of the bowl, and we're ready to make cake. If you'd like to make a classic 2-layer birthday cake, you're going to divide the batter evenly between 2 7-inch cake pans, buttered, floured, and lined with parchment paper. If you have 8-inch pans or 9-inch pans or even 10-inch cake pans, I do show you in the cookbook how you can easily scale this recipe to fit your cake pans. You're going to bake your 7-inch cakes for about 22 to 25 minutes. As always, do the toothpick test. If the toothpick comes out clean, the cakes are ready. Allow the cakes to sit in their pans for 5 minutes and then carefully flip them over onto a cooling rack. To make cupcakes, use the same recipe and fill the cupcake liners 3/4 of the way. This recipe will make about 15 to 18 cupcakes depending on the size of the cupcake liners. I'm aware not everyone has 2 cupcake pans, and that's okay. You can easily make these in batches. Just make sure to cover the cake batter in between bakes. Bake the cupcakes for about 16 to 20 minutes. At the 16-minute mark, do the toothpick test. If the toothpick comes out clean, the cupcakes are ready. Allow these to sit in the pan for 3 minutes and then carefully take them out and place them on a wire rack and allow these to cool completely. Last but not least, I'm going to show you one of my favorite ways to make vanilla cake, and that's using a cookie sheet. This is perfect when you want a really simple, no-fuss birthday cake and you have to serve a crowd. You want to use a 9 by 13-inch pan, at least 2 inches deep, greased and floured. Spread the cake batter as evenly as you can, and you're going to bake this cake for about 20 minutes. You know what's coming. Do the toothpick test. I do like to serve this cake directly from the pan, so we're going to leave it in the pan to cool before we frost the cake. We're going to make a really simple, delicious, and creamy vanilla frosting for these cakes. Now, of course, since these are different style cakes, it's a given that you will need different amounts of frosting for each cake. And I know for beginners, this can be overwhelming if I tell you to only make 2/3 of my buttercream frosting for the cupcakes or 1/3 of the buttercream recipe for the sheet cake. So to avoid a big headache and to simplify your life, I have taken care of that for you. You can find the exact proportions of each frosting for each style of cake on my website. But of course, feel free to use whatever frosting you like and love and prefer. If you've never tried my vanilla cake, it's moist and tender, and I think this is your sign to give this recipe a go. Whether you like a classic style birthday cake, a simple sheet cake, or fun tender cupcakes, this recipe really is a winner.